Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
I hope
Hope
you all
everyone's having a good
have
evening. Jinx.
Poke yo me a Coke.
Just don't hit me, please.
Never, never, never. So I know it's short notice and I apologize. I kind of dropped the ball today, but we still wanted to come on and show for Mental Health Awareness Month that mental health matters. And we're standing tall for Keela and grateful for the fact that she is resting and taking care of herself.
Yeah.
It's an incredible thing, and I'm so proud of her for doing that. Um, we're gonna do a short one tonight, and I've never done a review.
Never?
I've never done a. I mean, I've done reviews, but never like on YouTube review.
Oh, well, here we
But
go. It's
I
easy.
tell you what, our gal Brazy suggested this, and I'm grateful to her. And
Oh, and that
this,
was a good one, too. Yeah.
I tell you what, this channel is incredible. I've only saw a couple of her videos, and that's why I wanted to do one that I've never seen also. And that way it's going to be just a live review for both
Hmm.
of us. Um, I really think that you guys are going to get a kick out of this because she is so insightful and she just puts it out there and wow. So let me get her started. Her name is Pearl Lee, and I've got her link in the description.
Ah, that's what that was.
Yeah, it's all, of course, all over the place. Go figure. um,
Well,
first though,
I didn't understand what it meant.
do what?
I didn't understand what Pearly meant. Now I know it's actually the
Oh,
name of the lady. I like her.
yeah, it's her channel name. And
I already
she's
cheated and
incredible.
watched.
She's really awesome. She's a treasure find, I think. Real
I
quick, I
think
do want
so.
to say hi to everybody because I didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
You're slipping.
Facebook. I know. I've been telling.
I'm just giving you a hard time. You're agreeing with me, though. It's weird.
Well, I mean, when you're right, you're right.
No, stop it. No. I'm a
It's okay
mess
to slip as
myself.
long as we just recognize and go forward, right?
I literally
Hold on
slipped
tight,
today.
white knuckle it, something.
Biff it. Get up again.
That's right. Because, that happens too.
Just ask me.
And we've got Facebook Mom. Hello, hello.
Good to see
We
you.
got Body Illusion. Hello.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for yesterday. You're just incredible. We got
I like
Aria.
that girl. Oh, Aria, I hope you're well.
Thrower of wrenches and comment when needed.
Nice. I like her.
I do too. And we've got our poet laureate, Mr.
Oh,
Brian
yeah,
Wood.
Brian. He's in Arkansas.
Yes, yes.
I remember these things.
Yeah.
My
We've got,
husband's from there.
it's not very far from me. Or you, is it?
Or me. I'm in Tennessee, so it's not really. I think, yeah.
Don't tell nobody I said that. We've got Barbie. We've got our
Oh,
Sheila
Barbie.
Bola. Hello, hello. I tell you what, every one of y'all are just rock stars because it was very short notice again. I'm sorry for that.
Oh, how dare you.
I know. Well, guys, like I said, I'm going to try to keep it short because, again, it is short notice, and so I don't want to keep everybody up too late. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started on this.
I think you mean me because I'm the old one that always goes to bed by now.
I'm
I'm
always
like,
up
guys, I
late.
can't. But I am up by 4 usually, so
Yeah,
I'm on the
I'm
morning
usually going
crew.
to bed after she gets up.
Yeah, we just switch. We take turns.
Yep.
My turn to watch or your turn to watch.
She say, we know how you roll.
Hmm. I'm just rolling with it too. I don't ever have a plan.
Roll with it, baby. I try to have a plan. I really do. Let's see how far I do it tonight. I
Well,
got Daddy to help me today. Let's see if we do it. Okay, y'all. Let me
chaos
know what you
scenario.
think.
Okay.
Silly woman. Just kidding.
You called me worse. I'm kidding.
Let's see. This one.
I tell myself I have a plan, then wing it. That's about right.
Yeah. There we go. Now we got her on there.
It's hard to admit this.
Can y'all hear her?
But your breakthrough, the life-altering, soul-awakening one, cannot happen unless you are ready to betray some people. Until you're ready to be disliked, not out of malice or out of spite, but because the person you dream of being cannot coexist with the person you were conditioned to be. It cannot coexist with the version of you that was shaped for survival. For the change you desire to happen, you have to betray expectations, traditions, and the role you play to stay safe or loved. And if the word betray is making your chest hurt, good. That means you're getting close to the truth. Listen, as children, we
I
all
love
get
her.
I do.
there are
too.
lucky outliers, sure. But no matter your country, your culture, the consensus is that you are to act in a way that kept you predictable, accommodating, and loyal to family, traditions, and culture. And a child will do anything for love, even carve themselves to pieces. The problem is that this takes past childhood, and you become an adult who builds homes everywhere but within themselves. You regurgitate opinions and beliefs that your heart rejects. You seek the kind of peace that leaves you at war with yourself. You continually swallow your screams. You stay compliant. You dream someone else's dreams. You become everything to everyone but yourself. You got so good at fitting the mold, you didn't notice when it stopped fitting you, and now it's breaking. You are breaking. But the problem is that you think the breakdown you're having is a sign that you're falling apart. It's not. It's the beginning of your breakthrough. Know this, my darling.
Breakthrough. I was afraid this was going to hurt, but there's good.
It's so true.
Kind of violence, unnecessary violence of birth. It breaks you open, and that is the pain of growth. The moment your soul starts rejecting the roles that once earned you love, that's not dysfunction. That's the beginning of your liberation. But liberation always looks like betrayal to those people who gained from your obedience, from your compliance. So when you start saying no, when you stop being a puppet, when you start asking hard questions, dropping belief systems, setting boundaries, choosing yourself, you will feel the sting of guilt. Because at some point you were trained to believe that any truth or exploration that disturbed the status quo was an act of disloyalty.
I got to say something on that one. It hurts because when you do that, who's going to be there still?
You got to remember, you're there for yourself. Number one, you have to be there for yourself. That's the hardest part. Being there for everybody else is easy. Knowing what you want, I mean, technically, I'm in the middle of that life change where your kids grow up. What do? I was a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home what now? Right? You have to find a different purpose. You don't really know what you're useful for anymore other than laundry and cleaning. But you are. You just have to find new ways, and it's really uncomfortable. Yeah. It feels awful. And that's any change, not just, a silly life change, but like, really hard stuff that people go through. We have to stop people pleasing and take care of ourselves. That's uncomfortable to me.
And not run away from ourselves all the time.
Yeah.
See, I can relate to the empty nest thing. That's whenever I had my breakdown. That's when everything started to fall apart.
Yeah.
Who are we if we're not mom? If we made our entire adult lives about being mom, who are we?
Well, and my husband, in the same respect, he retired from the military. This isn't for the military anymore. This is just a paycheck. I am not as invested in a paycheck as I was in the military. Like for our country, for the service.
Yeah. And
what is it for now?
By the way.
Huh? Oh, yeah, no. There's other people that have much harder. We had it really, really easy. We lucked out in the long run. So I'm not complaining whatsoever, but It was something to be proud of. Now, if you walk around and you're just proud of your money, that's not a proud thing for me, you know? Like, who are we? We're not our job. We're not our job. I can say that to him and it makes sense, but I can't say that to myself. Weird how that works, right?
It really is in so many ways.
But I would
When
see
we
it
all
in
get
you.
together, when we all get together, sometimes I know I get irritating, and I know that, other people watching probably get irritated by it, but it really, we mean this, and we give each other such great advice. And when we talk to each other, we see each other through our eyes, how we see each other, but we don't see
Yeah,
ourselves through those eyes.
yeah. But she's absolutely right. You're gonna have to. I mean, I've made a lot of people uncomfortable because I don't tolerate it for my own sanity. It's
I,
not easy. I don't enjoy it. I don't like confrontation, but I also have to live authentic to myself.
right.
So even if you don't like me, it's totally okay. Like, I don't have to be everyone's cup of tea.
That's
But for
right.
those who do, you can, you can enjoy what you can, even if you don't, agree at all times. But I mean, not everybody really approaches everything that way. So you got to come in with a open heart and an open mind, and anything can be resolved.
It can, as long as the people that are involved are willing.
There you go. There you go. It takes two.
Yeah.
But take care of yourself first. It's okay to tell people no. It'll get easier in time.
Yeah.
All
You
of
guys
us
see
need
why I
it.
pulled her on?
I think everybody's dropped out now. Like, oh gosh, here she goes.
Whatever.
I'm
See,
kidding.
there we go. I'm
I
playing
hope.
it.
But here's what you need to understand. Your evolution will require you to let go of the version of yourself everyone else preferred. The compliant one, the ever agreeable one, the easy one, the one who showed up no matter how much it hurt, the rock and the backbone of the community who never had needs because they were too busy keeping everyone else comfortable and safe. You will have to let them go, my love, not because they were wrong, but because they were survival. You don't need survival anymore. You need freedom. And freedom is a force. It doesn't sit quietly, politely, waiting for someone to permit it to exist.
Yeah.
Freedom is wild. It disrupts, it transforms, it tells the truth, even when the room gets uncomfortable. And yes, it's going to cost you. It will cost you. It will cost you the praise, the proximity, the likability, the relationships built on your ability to please. But what you gain is wholeness, integrity, peace, generational healing. Listen, you gain power. And you'll feel like rebellion. But it's not rebellion, it's your return. Take stock of your life and tell the truth. You know you can't keep calling it love if it only exists when you're silent and dissociated. You can't keep calling it loyalty if the price you pay is self-abandonment. At some point, you have to ask yourself, am I willing to be misunderstood by others in order to be at peace with myself? Because that's the real trade-off. And while I'm tempted to protect your heart by calling a spade a shovel, I can't. I have to call it what it is, a spade. You cannot be fully seen and endlessly approved at the same time. You cannot live in your power and in your performance at once. You've outgrown the identity that once protected you, but you're still trying to wear it like it fits. And you wonder why you are anxious, why you are exhausted, why you are disconnected.
I dare you to
Ah,
let me build you a
you better quit.
completely free,
What happened there?
What had happened was,
I love that lady, though. It's so true.
I mean, she is just wow. I'm like starting to cry, and then I'm like, no.
Why? Let yourself, because why? People pleasing doesn't serve you. It serves
No, it doesn't.
others.
You're right. I would just like, I'm trying to have a few shows where I don't cry every time.
Why? Do you know how much I cry around Christy? It's ridiculous. I have had to tap into all kinds of emotions. I'm like, I don't want to feel this. Oh, hi, Tiff. Yeah, you can feel really alone helping other people. And then no one's there when you're just burnt out and you actually need to say no.
Yeah. And you really, really, truly deserve people. That's part of my biggest issue, is because you need somebody to be there for you. And we can't be there for people at all if we can't be there for ourselves. And that's the hard one that I'm learning. So, yeah.
Yeah. Same here. Same here. I
Very
fight it.
hard. Ozzy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Young lady.
What? Are you talking to me?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Well, who's the young lady? Who did what?
Well, I will, you know. We're going to get back to this real quick.
It's because you are living a life you've already evolved beyond. You've transcended past it, above it. Your spirit, your soul is screaming for expansion. But expansion often requires disruption. It needs a period of transition, of chaos. So yes, it will look like you're breaking. It will feel like you are falling apart, my love. But what you're actually doing is shedding the good girl identity, shedding the easy one identity, the chill person identity, shedding the be a man label, shedding the belief that you have to be chosen to be worthy, shedding the false comfort of being palatable, digestible. Listen, if you are meant to be digestible, you would have come to earth as fruit and veggie, not as
See?
soul, not as story, not as wildfire. You came as human. So no, you don't need to be digestible. You need to be whole.
I love
And
this woman.
it will not be praised by the people who preferred you in pieces. Naturally, they will say you've changed. They will say you're selfish. They will say you've lost your way. They might even call you a witch, depending on where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What they mean is you've stopped being who we told you to be. And that's the point. You were not put on this earth to live someone else's life. You are not an extension of anyone else. You were not born to carry the emotional weight of everyone around you. You were not designed to be a mirror for someone else's expectations, dreams, and goals. You were born to live in your truth. And sometimes to someone who has never dared to look within, truth looks like betrayal. But the real betrayal is abandoning yourself. Your breakthrough begins when you stop asking for consent to exist in ways that feel true to you, when you let the grief come, when you mourn the version of you that kept everyone else comfortable, but left you fragmented, left you aching and shattered. And then, when the tears dry, you'll find the strength, you'll find the courage to speak the words you've been choking on, to vomit your screams. You will laugh and rage, dream and struggle. You will dance in spaces you used to hide from. You will build a life that doesn't require your erasure to function. And yes, it's very lonely at first, because the people who only loved your mask will not survive your authenticity. But you'll find your people. It might take time, but you will. The ones who don't flinch when you're messy. The ones who lean in when you're honest, when you're vulnerable, who care about your dreams, the ones who don't require your silence to stay. And most importantly, you'll find yourself, not the version you were taught to be, not the one who was always okay, not the one who morphs to match whatever rooms they walk into, but the real you, the full you. They've been waiting for you, and now they are ready. Your breakthrough will not feel safe. It will feel like setting fire to everything you once called home. But I promise you, it will be the most sacred fire you've ever lit. So let it burn. Let it cleanse.
Burn, baby.
Let it make room. And when the smoke clears and the
Burn.
settles, you'll see that this was never betrayal. This was becoming. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Pearl, and I'll see you in the next video.
How do you know when it's time to
Oh, he's always there.
Bravo. I need to like definitely follow her now. I like
I'm
her.
telling you.
She's got fire.
Yeah, she does. Burn it.
Well, I mean, it's always been my approach. If you don't like it, don't look.
Yeah.
I'm a Cali girl, so we were in bathing suits a lot. People would talk shit. Talk mess. And sometimes I'd just be like, if you don't like it, don't look.
You know, I personally, I think mine stems from the adoption. It's been a very weird thing because I have always been a upfront, stand tall kind of person. I've always fought for the underdogs. I've not ever been afraid to say things, but I've been afraid in how I say them because I don't want to offend. I don't want to, and in doing so, I really, truly don't want to offend.
Yeah.
But it also silences me, just like with last night. It silences me in a sense. And I have allowed people to be there that probably I shouldn't have for so long.
Yeah,
because
I'm sure.
of the fear, you know. So
We
yeah,
can excuse bad behaviors if I heard once that you chase what you love. So for me, it was family. I always wanted a big family.
mhm.
And we didn't get that. So you got to also
Wow.
mourn your dreams sometimes. They're not going to happen. And you've got to know that it's okay to just radically accept that. You may not like it. You may not feel good. But then what, you know?
Right. And live
It's okay. Yeah, live.
every day for what we can.
I am actually going to start enjoying and liking myself and valuing what I want to do and where I want to go and who I want to be around.
Yeah. Like
And
Carmel.
that's been I love Carmel.
I know.
But see, my depression, my worries will tell me that he hates me at times. Isn't that weird? You'll be like, I haven't seen you in a couple days. I wonder if he's avoiding me. He would have no reason to.
Yeah.
But in my mind, like, and you're just an example. I don't mean like literally, but it could be anyone, you know, and my insecurities will get the best of me. I'd like to live in a life where I don't worry about that,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll get there, I think.
I'm getting better in time. I'm taking huge steps. I think we all are in our own rights.
Yeah. And, you know, whenever somebody does try to do that, if we can try to recognize the fact that it's not us that they're trying to step away from.
Yep.
And that we're not the problem. We're not too much. Because, you know, being told that we're too much.
Yep. Been told that my whole life. Too sensitive. Yeah. Well, it seems, you know what I've realized, though, is the people who use that against me, I may be too sensitive, but it sure paid off when you wanted me to watch your kids. Or it sure paid off when you wanted me to, like, be there for you after your hospital. But I deserve the same. So you can't be mean to me and keep expecting me to be kind. Like, there has to be a limit. And that's hard
what's
for
good
me.
for the goose was good for the gander in that aspect, yeah.
Yeah. And you deserve it, Misha. We all do.
We all do. Every single person in here does. And sometimes people don't know how to handle some of the things that we go through. I lost a lot of friends whenever I lost Christina because people didn't know how to handle that. That's not you.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Aria. I don't think I had the right person this whole time.
Don't keep to yourself because of that. Because especially in this community, we have so many people that are willing to see you and to love you.
And that I still say you got to be open to running into people that won't be your drive. Like you just won't get along. And that's okay. We can still like each other and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Still be kind, be grown-ups. But you'll find your people. It just may take time.
Sometimes being a hermit is really hard though.
Yeah.
And so it's just that balance. There's a balance, finding the balance between knowing when you can reach out, and when you can't, don't take on the weight of what everybody else might be saying, because that's not our business. I think Keela said that best. It's not our business what other people think of us.
Yep. Other people's opinions have no bearing on my life. If you're not feeding me, financing me, or sleeping with me, look, I made that clean.
I know you did a good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much. Then you don't really matter. You know, if you're not in these four walls, if you're not influencing my day, if you don't care about my children, if you're not concerned about how my husband is, I don't really need to entertain much drama. Just because I deserve that. I'm getting there.
That's beautiful to hear you say.
Yeah, well, I had to fight for it recently. So it wasn't comfortable. I couldn't sleep. Like literally just setting a boundary will create so much chaos that I can't sleep.
Yeah.
But, and that's not even an argument. It's just telling somebody what I really think is that scary.
And why? When we want people to tell us.
Yeah, I don't mind hearing everyone else's. It's just when I have to admit that I have something going on, it's hard.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be.
We humans, man.
Yeah.
We're so complicated things.
I always say that. Like, if only I had the button. If I could just push a button and then it would be fixed. We would all push that button.
Oh, yeah. But we wouldn't have gone through so much beauty, so much pain, so much beauty from pain.
Yeah.
Everything that we go through, even when it's harder than heck, there's something about it. There's something that we're supposed to learn. There's a reason. And once we make it through the hardest parts, it becomes more clear and easier to see and appreciate.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even possible to see it. Sometimes you're at a point where you just can't. But that's where having friends around and not being such the hermit.
Yeah.
It makes a difference, because that's where your friends are able to be there and to help pull you out if they are at a point where they can.
Yeah. And if not, I'm sure there are lines across the world that you can call in case of if you have any thoughts or anything that makes you uncomfortable that maybe a friend can't control. Sometimes we're not qualified to help in a serious mental health crisis.
That is a great point. And I want to point out the fact that people will say sometimes, I can't help you. What you need is counseling or a therapist. And I used to hear that a lot.
Whoa. Okay. So I also have a rule. Honesty without compassion is brutality.
Yes.
That was brutal. Mm-hmm. You can very compassionately tell someone, I think this is above what I can handle. What do you think about calling such and such? What do you think about? So it's not telling somebody, oh, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. That's not going to help anybody, but maybe just, what do you think? Would this work for you?
Because sometimes counseling and therapy, like me, I would love counseling and therapy. It's not possible. Not at this juncture. And so you're left thinking, well, what do I do? And you don't want to go to your friends because you don't want to be that somebody that needs that puts their friends in harm's way by listening. And so that's why I put up today from yesterday's show in the Facebook group that it's a list of resources from all over the world.
Good.
And if those don't help, at least it's a starting point.
Yeah.
and we can go from there. If you went through the list and there's just nothing that helps, reach out and we'll find more lists.
Yep.
For the times whenever there's not necessarily somebody there or you don't feel comfortable bringing it.
Yep.
But we do not have to be alone.
No. And we can make it work for whatever age. So if you're older and you like phone calls, you can make a phone call. If you're younger and you want to text, you can text. Yeah. There's options for everyone.
Yes. And I've been working on, in the background, I've got a lot of research documents and peer reviewed studies and a lot of things that I'm cultivating it together to where that I don't know how people feel about AI, but I know how a few of us feel. Are you? But I'm putting it all together in a way that you can do the chat with it and it can ask specific things that's not just like so broad or so outdated. Yeah. It's actually going to have actual information that will be specific to certain things. And so that way, again, we don't have to feel so bad, because it breaks my heart not being able to be what I know I need, what I know my friends need. But that's not being a good friend either. What being a good friend is taking care of ourselves so we can. And it's just a dadgum balance and learning. And I'm grateful, thank God, that I have got you guys and that we've got each other. Because it's a long road, but we're going to make it. And if we can find people like this Pearl Lee.
Yeah.
She's a treasure.
I like her a lot.
You too.
I hope she's in the UK and we can live close.
You know, I've only seen like 3 different videos, and so I don't know enough about her. I just know that, wow, what she...
Yeah, I'd still take her to lunch. I love getting to know people, and she has so much fire in her that I know I would walk away just being like, I could take on the world.
Mm-hmm. Just listen to her. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes our friends just need a friend. That's true.
Yeah.
And we're trying. We're getting there, guys. It's going to be ups and downs, so don't beat yourself up for the days you can't do anything. Yep. Yeah, you saw that one. I wasn't going to post it, but I liked it. I giggled.
And that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, and my bad habit used to be I would never let anyone see me cry. And because Christy does allow herself to cry, I now can cry without feeling embarrassed that it's happening. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that another one?
But I'm converting. She says I'm not, but I feel like I'm doing it. I feel like I'm doing a little bit of conversion right there.
So your conversion therapy, though, is with Suno, right?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. I don't think there's a very good look on conversion therapy, you know?
That's true.
Just pointing that out. Whatever you two do is whatever you two do, as long as it's therapy.
Well, apparently it's not working.
What do you mean?
She said, you wish.
Oh. Well, she wouldn't be one of us if she wasn't fighting us.
Right? For reals.
I love anybody who's got a little bit of fight, a little bit of feisty.
I know.
That's why I'm a donkey.
I think most of us do in here.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
There's a lot to be said about the meets. I cannot say enough about them because I've had personally a lot of breakthroughs because of them.
Good. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's funny, you and I never get to like converse. So we never get to like catch up.
Yeah. It's hard. It's whenever we find
on different schedules. Yeah. You go to sleep when I'm getting up and I go back to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah. We pass like ships in the night. There you are. Good morning. Good night. Love y'all.
Yeah. But at least the love is there, man. And at least we all love the same people. That's what matters most. Who is Paige?
Both of you are. Her daughter.
Oh,
both of you are feisty. And I don't know, too feisty? They say that's a thing.
Yeah, I used to be pretty bad. I was not. I had to be trained. I'll admit it. When I was first married, I was pretty damn toxic to him.
See, I've been trained too much.
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna say it has nothing to do with hair color or
Where's this going?
that stuff. Your genetics.
Are you saying I'm a redhead?
No. I wasn't saying anything about you at the moment, actually.
What are you talking about?
Hold on. I can't. I got to see to be able to do it. So that's what my response was. I have a headache.
I don't get it. Oh, her daughter's a redhead. Thank you. I was so lost. I'm so sorry.
I try not to. I sound like I'm talking alien sometimes because I start to slip and I don't want to say something that I don't necessarily know if they let other people know yet.
Oh,
And
I see.
so
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I thought everybody else here just knew because I'm not on much. I
know. You're still a newbie on this side, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. 3 redheads. Oh,
That's where that come from. Yeah, the laughter.
gorgeous,
Yep.
but I guarantee that is a fight.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, but fun. At least they're cute.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, and they all look like you too. Okay, I'm gonna need photos, guys. Right? Thank you, Facebook mom. Momming for me too.
I don't realize that I do that. I don't. And so then it's kind of like, well, crap. Because if I give context on, I'm giving away stuff that I don't need to. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I've got to catch up. It's just that old lady thing. I got to get,
You gotta get catched up.
figure out what the cool kids are doing over here.
That's right. We are pretty cool.
Who?
Well, guys, I think I need to call it short anyways, just because I promised everybody, and I'm ready to get off of here tonight. I'm ready to stay offline for a little bit.
Yeah, it's nighttime for me.
Yeah,
I already got ditched. My husband's like, see ya.
So no Southern goodbye tonight. I'm just going to say thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Very much. Thank you for hanging out with me today.
I hope Keela's feeling better.
If we can actually ask for some 3s definitely for Keela and for our friend Teresa and for everyone out there that is needing a little extra love and prayers tonight.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you so much. Love y'all. Mwah.